Hey guys, welcome back to Modeler Mentor. So we are going to start working on the Centaur, the 75mm Centaur. So thank you guys, all of you who have subscribed recently, and I apologize for not posting in such a long time, but I've been really trying to figure out what I want to do, and I think we're going to start working in more of a free form, just kind of journaling aspect. And I'll teach you what I learn, and hopefully you will also learn just from my experiences, but I'm going to try to record everything that I do and just let you guys enjoy the painting process for now. So, first of all, let us start with going over the paint scheme for this guy. So, here is my reference image, and I am using a Haflinger, Haflingr breed for the horse that the Centaur is going to be. And you can see here my quick Photoshop. All I did here was just color pick from the light to dark, just so I have a basis for the color palette. And then I'm going to be using those color theme throughout. And that's going to also lend itself to the skin, to the hair on the character, everything. So, the colors that I'm using, we're going to start with, see if I can get up here, Dark Shadow, Reaper Master Paint, that's going to be our dark color. Ruddy Leather from Reaper is going to be the next level up. Harvest Brown was the next match in Reaper as well. Then we switch over to Scale 75, and we've got Basic Flesh, which is going to be more of that mid-tone color. Move it into the highlights. We've got our yellowish light skin color. And then our final highlight will be pale skin. And we'll probably have maybe a touch of white in there at some point, but most of it's going to be pale skin. We want to leave as little white as physically possible. So those are our colors. So what I'm going to do is I'm using the airbrush to start off this process, and I think the best way to begin here is just blocking in our shadows and just doing just a very, very light, nice base color over the top of this guy. So enjoy the process. I'm going to speed it up in certain areas, and we'll listen to some music, and you can just watch me go through the colors.
Let's make a run together, I'll be by your side before we collide. And if the sky falls down on you, just beat it up before we collide. Let's make it last forever, I'm ready to fly before we collide. And when the sun don't shine on you, just heat it up before we collide. Let's make a run together, I'll be by your side before we collide. And if the sky falls down on you, just beat it up before we collide. Let's make it last forever, I'm ready to fly before we collide. And when the sun don't shine on you, just heat it up before we collide.
Alright guys, I think that's it for today. So, I think we have a pretty decent, barely begun base coat, okay? This is not anything that I would say, wow, this is an epic base coat. You've got all of the different colors lined up, you've got all of your values lined up, we've got some of the basic values out. So, you can see that we've got some light sources coming from here. You can see we've got some decent tones of color, but there's no real detail going on this side. I'm just kind of messing around with this. Most of this is going to get hand painted, and then what we'll end up doing is airbrushing over the top to smooth it down. But I'm just laying in some value. You can see we've got light is coming from this direction. So this is our main light source coming from up here. So you're going to have a lot of this is going to get bright light. Some of this is going to get bright light. We're going to have to nail that. This is going to get a little bit of highlight. this side over here is going to get lit up. So we've got a lot of work to do over that side. And then on this side, since the light is coming from, basically from the camera, pointing, since I just hit it, pointing right at us, we're going to have to highlight a lot of this more than we'd highlight this area. So we're going to get light here, which is good. And we're going to get a lot of light here, and then it's going to fade off. So I'm looking next week to get more bright colors, more contrast, and I'm really tempted to get in there with a tiny little brush and start doing a little bit of hair work, because that I think is what's really going to make this thing shine. So I think we've got one more round of the airbrush to really delve into all the base, and then start working with hand painting to get all of our details in. So that's it. So not so bad. I'm pretty pleased with it. I think it looks really good on camera. It looks a little bit flat in real life, but we're making progress, and that's what we want. So I'll see you guys next time. If you really liked what you saw, please subscribe and help me to support the channel. And if you have any questions, stick them in the comments, and I'll be happy to answer them. Thanks, guys.